use mathematical thinking everywhere we go. Whether we are shopping, reading a book, or simply watching TV, we are using mathematical standards. Such standards we could be using include problem solving, numbers and operations, or even communication. Teachers need to explicitly teach the process of mathematics and how to think mathematically. Teaching mathematics requires knowledge of your students, strong manipulatives, explicit vocabulary instruction, multiple representations, and a process-focused assessment. As teachers, we need to be accommodating, flexible, and understanding of the diverse ways our students learn or think in order to teach diverse learners and support them to be successful in learning mathematics. Two educational theorists that shape the way I think about math and inform my future practice are Piaget and Vygotsky. Piaget's constructivist views go with my idea and understanding of learners. Learners construct their own knowledge through contemplative thoughts. These learners build upon background knowledge or schema to gain understanding and new knowledge of content. As I worked with the students this semester on learning new concepts, it became clear to me that individuals pull from prior knowledge and build upon that knowledge when new content is added. The concept of students building the information they gain and the knowledge they already possess should influence teachers to implement into their classroom. A Piaget concept that focuses on students building their knowledge is the idea of cognitive stages of development. Piaget believes that children's complexity of thought is building upon such stages while increasingly becoming more complex. These stages help teachers understand the idea that learning and growing happens gradually among children. Learning is a process, and each child is diverse in learning process. However, on the other hand, Vygotsky believed that learning happens through social interaction, and that language plays a powerful role in shaping thought. I believe teachers are the ones to facilitate learning and provide a scaffold for students through their learning process. The group of students I saw throughout the semester engaged in conversation, used strong vocabulary, were attentive in partner conversations, and even asked questions among the group. These implementations helped me scaffold, if needed, and facilitate their learning as the teacher. I encouraged collaboration through the small group by intentional conversations, prompted questions, and explicit use of vocabulary based on Vygotsky's ideas. Another one of Vygotsky's ideas is the zone of proximal development. The zone of proximal development is the idea that students have a zone in which they are able to work with or without assistance on a given task, question, or skill. Therefore, I worked with students in my group to prompt questions that were challenging yet obtainable for them to build upon their previous knowledge and obtain new information in the process. This helped me further their understanding through such social conversations and learning strategies mentioned by allowing them to pull from their schema to inform such social learning. Another idea that helped me further my understanding of diverse learners in an educational environment is the role of assessment. I have learned throughout the semester that assessment focuses on the process of the student's learning, while still being formative and direct on connecting to the objectives in the lesson plan. I believe that a process-focused lesson plan allows students to build their knowledge through stages and allows them to be reflective of their own learning as they progress. I plan to implement and have already begun to do so the theorist's ideas, beliefs, and understandings to relate to the process and content standards. By emphasizing the importance of language and math literacy for students so that they are able to communicate their problem-solving strategies with others, while modeling how to reason and represent strategies in multiple ways through manipulatives and other engaging forms, by promoting connections to their prior learning with current learning to construct their own knowledge of the content at hand. I believe teachers should implement these ideas, implementations, and beliefs into their classroom to better support their students' learning processes. Such implementations of these ideas can include partner time, group work, whole group conversations, engaging games, creating their own problems, exploration of materials, and many more. I plan to use many representations, visuals, examples, and manipulatives to continuously engage students in their own learning, while providing authentic learning opportunities and probing questions that challenge my future students. By fostering an environment in my classroom that will allow students to explore, create, and prompt their own learning, while also providing support when needed and allowing them to become independent in their learning. Then they can use that learning to apply mathematics and mathematical thinking in real-life ways. Although teaching mathematics is challenging based on the diverse learners in your classroom, I have learned that challenging does not mean impossible, and have grown to accept the challenge and to push not only myself but my future students.